In this video, I'm going to go through all of the weapons you need in GTA Online to be a total badass in every situation. And this year, I'll even include the relevant attachments to bring the best out of each one. From explosives to handguns, I've got you covered. So without further ado, let's get to it. Before you even start arranging your loadout, you need to get yourself an agency, as that unlocks this buff dude who will be there to sort out all of your weaponry needs.
If you saw where we were from, you know how far Franklin made it.
From here, you can stock up on all armor, standard ammo and special ammo. And you can adjust what weapons you equip in the custom gun locker. All you have to do is choose which ones you want to hide or show. If at any point you want access to all of your weapons again, go to your interactions menu, then health and ammo, then disable custom loadout. Then to filter them out again, simply enable it. But you will be unable to do this if you're in some kind of mission. Now let's fill those slots with weapons. Proximity mines are a wonderfully joyous weapon to use, as they are superb at setting traps against NPCs, or even better, outside Los Santos Customs right after someone has spent a small fortune customizing their pride and joy. Once these have been laid, you don't need to do anything, as they will explode when someone or something gets too close, so you can simply sit back and enjoy the show. The only downside is they are quite easy to spot due to their beeps and flashing lights, so anyone with working eyes and ears has a chance to avoid them. Sticky bombs are similar to the proximity mines, only these ones are detonated by you. You can chuck these while aiming your main weapon, or just throw them on the ground or against the wall, which make these also just as capable for setting traps. Apart from that, you'll probably use these even more when driving, as you can throw them out of your window, which can then attach to the attacking vehicle, creating a mini firework display. A weapon that came out just last year is the railgun. Like me, you've probably not really used it that much, but it does have its uses. In essence, it's a less accurate version of the explosive sniper, so I tend to use it if I'm running low on that ammo or as a backup weapon. Hits are very direct and it packs a lot of power against a vast array of vehicles, but it's not always a one-hit kill against enemies with full health and armor. There is also a slight delay from when firing it to when it hits its target, so bear this in mind when aiming. The railgun is a special weapon that can only be picked up from the gun van, so get it while you can. This year I've decided to bite the bullet, or in this case the missile, and opt for the homing launcher over the RPG. The RPG does have a better range, but for range attacks there are better options already. The main benefit of the homing launcher is how its projectiles are faster than the RPGs, giving your enemies less chance to escape. As the name suggests, this has homing missiles once locked onto a vehicle, but these aren't the best, and a skilled pilot should be able to dodge these easily. It is also a great option when you get an enemy hiding behind cover. The minigun has an advantage over the Widowmaker gun, due to not giving away your position, as it doesn't have brightly lit beams directing jets straight to your location. As far as damage goes, the minigun also has a slight edge. Regardless of which one you pick, these guns are brutal and can shred a multitude of vehicles as well as pin down enemies.
gotta fall back right now.
It doesn't ever need to be reloaded in the same way as a rifle would, so you can have a constant stream of unrelenting firepower. I use the minigun mostly for taking out the tails of choppers, which then send them into a spiral and fall in dramatically to the ground. There are two types of grenade launchers. The daddy version has the ability to spam grenades at targets whilst in cover, keeping you protected. Firing grenades also means the projectiles can bounce off walls to get to those hard to reach places. The benefit of the compact grenade launcher over the standard one is how it can be used on bikes, so this makes it even better than using sticky bombs. As always, you only really need one sniper, and that is the Heavy Sniper Mark II. I'm going to go ahead and assume you're not a PvP player who simply likes to waste time in a 1v1 battle on Vespucci Beach, and you actually want to be productive, so that means equipping the explosive rounds. This has now become one of your favourite weapons, as it's easily the best option when taken on certain vehicles, like jets, choppers, road vehicles, and even boats, with the ability to delete them with just a hit or maybe two. On top of that, because it is a sniper, this also means you can be super accurate, especially when you add the advanced scope. Avoid adding a night vision or thermal scope, as these do not zoom in as close. If you want night or thermal vision, you're much better off wearing a helmet and activating the vision through there. It's also best to use the sniper in first person, as this means you are much faster when strafing left and right compared to in third person. There are two more attachments you'll want, and they are the amazingly named bell end muzzle for a slight accuracy increase, as well as the heavy barrel for enhanced damage. I always get complaints about me not adding the Marksman Rifle Mark II, as it means you can spam your shots. I'm sorry to tell you that if this is how you need to use a sniper, it's most definitely a skill issue, and you should probably stick to Fortnite, Rocket League or Minecraft. The other reason is how, if you equip the holographic sight, you can now auto aim, but even with armor piercing rounds equipped, this gun is still no better than the rifles coming up next. Despite many newer rifles being added to the game, the reigning king of them all is still the Special Carbine Mark II. I've never needed special ammo for this one, and if anything, it reduces your abilities, as you can only hold up to 240 rounds before having to visit a specialist location to be able to add some more. Terrible when stuck in those big gunfights. Because this is so accurate and easy to use, headshots become a breeze, and you'll be a powerhouse anyway. So just make sure you add the extended clip to increase your carrying capacity before you need to reload. The Special Carbine is extremely versatile with lots of potential attachments, so be sure to add the large scope for added accuracy, any of the muzzles with the exception of the suppressor. The muzzle will increase your accuracy but slightly drop your overall damage. Attach a grip for extra accuracy again, and the heavy barrel for more range. The reason you don't want a suppressor on a Special Carbine is because you want it on the Carbine Rifle Mark II. This is like its twin sister, with everything good about the Special Carbine, only now equip the suppressor for those stealth missions.
Concentration is key, people. Take an amphetamine if you have one.
As before, attach the grip, the large scope, and the heavy barrel. Some people like the military rifle, but as it appears like it's too long, it feels much different when switching from your special carbine, and ultimately will slow you down and you're more likely to make aiming errors. As for the new service carbine, this one is even longer and awkward, and the battle rifle is up there with being one of the worst options available. There are now 2 machine guns you'll definitely want in your arsenal, with the obvious choice being a Combat MG Mark II. This thing is an absolute savage, especially when in first person, as it removes a massive amount of its ridiculously powerful recoil. This, coupled with the immense 200 rounds it can hold in just one extended clip, makes it a formidable weapon to use for large crowd control. Because it's a Mark II weapon, you can upgrade it even further with a choice of special ammos, which again are not necessary, but also other attachments. So do add the grip, the large scope, a muzzle of your choice, and the heavy barrel. The second machine gun you want is a new addition, and is a very different one to the Combat MG, and that is the Tactical SMG. Much smaller, this is now the go-to weapon for shooting whilst in a vehicle. This one now knocks the AP pistol off the top spot for this purpose, simply because the SMG can hold up to 60 rounds when you attach the extended clip, compared to nearly half that at 36 for the AP. Anyone playing on controller knows the hell of trying to hit a target when you're driving, so those extra rounds can be the difference between success and turning your console off. The Tactical SMG can only be obtained from the gun van during certain weeks, so make sure you get one when they are next available. For close range combat, there's not much better than the assault shotgun. Able to hold up to 32 rounds before reloading, this thing can obliterate most NPCs with just 2 quick blasts. Because of the extended clip size, you can use this to take out multiple enemies in a short space of time without much trouble. The best attachments are the extended clip for the extra mag size, and the grip for added accuracy. Anything else is purely cosmetic. For even more shotgun firepower, you will definitely need the Pump Shotgun Mark II. This one isn't primarily for other players and NPCs, but is a fantastic option against road vehicles, as it can normally blow them up with one hit when you slot in the explosive slugs ammo type. This is great when certain people like cops get out of their cars, as it means you can easily lock onto them for accuracy, pop off a round, and enjoy the destruction. This weapon holds up to 8 rounds before you need to reload, which is more than enough to get you out of any real trouble. As for attachments, add any scope you like, and the muzzle brake for more damage. Even though the AP pistol has been dethroned from being a vehicle's best weapon, personally I still like to keep a hold of it, because adding a suppressor makes it a great little option for up-close stealth missions.
Wow, I definitely screwed something up with this mix. Whoa.
But be sure to add the extended clip for those extra rounds you can hold in the magazine. Of course, we also need the Up and Atomizer, which is another weapon you can now only obtain from the gun van. Anyone that has ever had a vehicle get stuck, which is absolutely everyone, will know what a gem of a weapon this is, as it can dislodge pretty much anything. You can also use it on yourself to get to some of those hard to reach places. There is one space left on our weapon wheel to fill, and that's in the melee category. Realistically, these are nigh on useless, but as it's a free space, we may as well put the stone hatchet in it. The stone hatchet can only be obtained after completing 5 bounty targets set by this hot piece of ass. The hatchet has a special ability, much like Trevor's Rage, where you become almost unkillable for a period once you've chopped someone. This effect lasts until you haven't attacked anyone with it for a short while, which will then see the effects wear off. If you've been wondering how I lock onto so many enemies in quick succession, no, I'm not using mods, I'm simply using the game settings. If you go into story mode and then to controls, change your aim settings to assisted aim full. You are now able to do this. So those are the all and only weapons you need in GTA Online in 2024. What are your favourite weapons? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video useful, please drop it a like and subscribe for the best GTA guides on the internet. Here are some other videos you may also enjoy. I'm BeatsDown, and I'll see you in the next one.